この世界の剣術は一言で言えば洗練されていない。前世の情報社会の中で様々な武術が融合し合理化した格闘技術をもってすれば、
The epic world of transfer students, the characters you really shouldn't be messing with in the first place, even if you have been in the academy longer or just like to, bully freshmen in general. In the end, it's just really a bad idea as the power they possess, oh boy, you're in it for quite the ride. Today's video will be covering 10 anime where the protagonist is an overpowered transfer student. If you are new around here, then please make sure that you're subscribed to the channel with the notification bell icon turned on to stay up to date with the latest anime news and recommendations right at your doorstep. Now, without keeping you all waiting, let us begin with the video. Time to start this list off with an anime by the name of Unbreakable Machine Doll, created by Studio Lurch in the year 2013. This anime features a protagonist who failed at exams, meaning he is at the very bottom with nothing else left for him. Until, of course, a big opportunity came to where if he wishes to enter the academy, he must first defeat the top 100 students for a chance at being accepted and also to earn the title of Wise Man. Such a pretentious title is equivalent to those of a king and is the ultimate goal of a puppeteer. There exists an emergence of, power known as mission art, a fusion of magic and technology applications. The series follows Rashin and his automaton, Yaya, as a just journey of both endurance and vengeance. It's a pretty action-packed storyline with lots of fights, cool moments, and a challenging dual relationship between the two characters as they make their way to becoming champions. The Ice Blade Sorcerer shall rule the world. Now, this here is a brand new anime currently airing that has a legendary warrior protagonist known as the Ice Blade Magician, and only very few know his real identity as Ray White. He led the country to victory 3 years ago, but now wishing to live a more normal life and away from bloody wars, he enrolls at an academy, keeping his identity a secret from everyone around him as he is a new transfer student. This anime is being developed by Cloud Hearts, which is a very new studio in the anime industry, and we are about to see if their first anime is gonna be good or bad. The protagonist Ray will be treated as a commoner unlike others, but he will make friends and be tasked to, hunt down a spy in the academy whose goals remain unclear. Bullied for being a fat kid and different from others in school, the whole class was then isekai to another world, or more to say, summoned to become heroes to defeat the great threat that lies in these lands. However, the protagonist Seichi was elsewhere to the point where he found a mysterious fruit to eat and gains tremendous power, magic skill, and also a good-looking body. Now, I'll be honest though, we live in a world where literally anyone can come up with an idea like this and put it together to sell a product such as this, and well, this anime is not great, but at the same time, not bad either. But more on the middle since it's clearly a low-budget series from its visuals. The series also has a second season airing, which means the continuation is about to begin. If you haven't seen this anime, then I highly think it's worth a shot. The Eminence In Shadow is by far one of my favorite anime of 2022 and still continuing to air this year for a brand new season. The adventure is certainly not over yet until Sid can finally become what he always wanted to be, the Eminence In Shadow.
Lesson 3.
Following the protagonist Sid, a normal human being who tried to achieve his goal in the real world, unfortunately, none of that really happened, but after being sent to another world, he gained tremendous power and also a harem full of girls who call him Lord, where he joins a school pretending to be so average as a background character, yet he is the most powerful being in this world that anyone has ever seen. Sid is the type of a character who loves acting. He purposely makes himself look weak. He doesn't care what anyone else thinks and just does what he feels like in most cases. But when it comes to underestimating him, that's a big wrong move. If you haven't yet, seen this anime, then I highly recommend it. Magical Warfare, or Maho Sensu, is up next on the list by Studio Madhouse. One of the best studios in the anime industry can sometimes also create not so great anime, and that is here within the case of this anime. Magical Warfare suffers from terrible pacing, and many claim that the character, especially the protagonist, is somewhat of a gullible and more of an idiot than you think. As the name implies, the series adapts magical themes involving various spells in an ongoing war. The war involves a group of magicians going up against beings known as the Ghost Trailer from another world. We learn that Takashi, the protagonist, has some sort of a mysterious power that allows him to fight on par against some of the magicians in this world. It sounds cool, but overall, the building structure connection between the real world and also the magic world is extremely weak, which saddens me to see such a premise like this go to waste. And now we're moving on towards Persona 5 the animation, based on a very popular video game that I really enjoyed playing myself. This anime features a group of protagonists with special powers once they enter another world called the Metaverse, where they task themselves to change the hearts of bad people in the world who cause issues for others and also Japan itself. The protagonist Ren, has a police record, and rumors have spread further into the school that he enrolled into, which many avoid him, but soon he makes friends where others join his crew into becoming the Phantom Thieves of Hearts, a very badass group with persona powers to fight evil. Shinobi no Ittoki is all about being a ninja, an anime original by Studio Troika in the previous season, featuring a protagonist destined to become the next heir of a ninja clan, where he became a big target for other ninja clans to try and actually kill him. But for safety reasons, he of course transferred to another school, a secret ninja school to those who wish to become ninjas and train using a high-tech suit to be able to protect oneself. To get straight to the point, however, Ittoki is, well, he's quite the weak protagonist, pretty much to the whole way through of the show until the very end of the series. I say this in terms of you won't really see him do anything until then, and that is quite a letdown. Now don't get me wrong, this is a show about him getting stronger over time, but it just happens way too late in my opinion. However, it is still a pretty fun show regardless, and I quite liked it. The protagonist Lou is a very nerdy looking character who spends most of his time playing StarCraft. Now he's very content to spend the rest of his life in mediocrity until one day an event happens that causes him to accept enrollment at a college, a school where they train soldiers with superpowers to fight in a war between dragons and also humans. Now it might seem like a cluster of overpowered characters battling each other out, and at a super high pacing, very unoriginal and generic fantasy scenario to begin with. Nevertheless, however, the developments are bizarre and very well thought of. Of course, this is a very new Chinese anime series by Garden Culture, a fairly good Chinese animation studio with good production value to them, and all I can say is that you do not want to be missing on this show. Now how about this time a powerful protagonist wielding not only one, but two super rare elements of fire and lightning magic, where he destroys his opponents to become the best magic user in the academy or even the world. And why not say this too, because he also has the power to become the next demon lord if he wishes to with this power. This here is full-time Magister. This is a very enjoyable short magic anime with a strong and determined hero who wants to change the lives of him and those around him. He's quite the underdog with immense potential and accumulation of rare abilities, and for the most part he does hide his true power from all around him. Watch the show and you will not regret it. To enjoy it the most, you kind of want to be constantly waiting for things to get explained that never really are, but it is so worth it. Now finally, to end this list off, I'm recommending to you all is one of the most broken protagonists in all of anime, with the status of a demon lord and power beyond anything you've ever seen in the demon lord category, Misfits of Demon King Academy. Voldigod, the protagonist of the series, has reincarnated years into the future to once again become a demon lord candidate by enrolling into a magic academy, and even though that this world that he reincarnated into has quite weak magic compared to him, this means nothing can really stop him. He can kill with a finger snap, the sound of his heartbeat, and resurrect multiple times until someone has learned their lesson. Now he can show mercy, but it's not really a pretty one at all. Overall though, this is one of the most badass shows that I recommend, with season 2 right around the corner, and I can't wait to see this man back in action. Looks like you just made it to the end of the video and witnessed 10 anime where the protagonist is an overpowered transfer student. If I've managed to leave any anime out in particular that you thought would be great to show on the list, then please let me know in the comment section down below, as I'd love to hear your very opinion, or just comment down below what you thought about the video in general, as I would please appreciate the feedback. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one.